Do you know that 80% of project management is communication? Public speaking is a project manager's best friend. My name is Anne Demisa. I am a communication coach. I teach fellow project managers the art and science of public speaking. Most project managers who leverage their public speaking skills to effectively manage their projects are being sought after, especially those project managers who focus on the human angle of managing projects, such as presenting project progress to stakeholders, project ideas and strategies to company leaders, as well as using their public speaking skills to inspire and motivate their teams. Stay with me. I will show you the difference between that perfect presentation and the wobbly, lukewarm presentation. I'll start with my story of having the fear of public speaking. I wasn't born with a skill. Once upon a time, I was a quality assurance analyst. Part of my job was to train new hires and employees on a continuous basis. This day, I was in my office when my boss came calling to accompany her to the training room to meet with the new hires. While there, my boss, an older lady, passionately, impressively introduced herself to the new hire class. As she was speaking, the butterflies in my belly spread their wings, reminding me that I cannot speak in public. Although I have so much to say that could have taken me about 5 minutes, the butterflies kept saying, "You cannot do it." When my boss was done introducing herself, she said, "Anne, it is your turn." I had so much to say. And it took me 60 long seconds to introduce myself to this class full of new hires, 7 of them. At the end of that embarrassing introduction, I went back to my office. And in my office, I wallowed in self-pity. For the entire day, I couldn't do anything. I didn't know where to seek for solution. I had fear of public speaking. How am I going to train? My boss was retiring. And I had applied for her position to become the quality assurance manager. And the requirement is for you to be able to present effectively. That evening, I was driving home in Atlanta traffic when I stumbled on the email inviting me to a communication public speaking workshop. I gladly attended. That was where I met some great speakers. Inspiring, motivating speakers. They mesmerized me and I wanted to be like them. Immediately, I went ahead and signed up to become a member of that club. That was where I began to practice public speaking. I had mentors who took me under their wings and coached me. And I continued to learn and continued to speak. I went back to that training room to meet with a new set of new hires. And this time, confidently, introduced myself and I trained them on quality company policies for 2 hours. I went back to my office and I did the victory dance. It was one of the happiest moments of my life. That shame was taken away. I had conquered the fear of public speaking. At that point in time, doors began to open. I was still practicing. I hadn't become a champion yet, but I gained the confidence to control the butterflies. My boss retired. I became the quality assurance manager. I was now presenting quality assurance materials, not just to new hires, but to old employees, creating policies and presenting before senior management. In the boardroom, I became a member of management because of my public speaking skills. Clients are recognizing my talents. I had become a part of decision making in the office. I was creating programs to retrain, to train employees. I even created an award program. I had every opportunity to create programs that will make me stand in front of the audience. I was practicing. I was conquering the fear of public speaking. It did not happen overnight, but I did it. I fought those butterflies. You can do the same, because public speaking matters in project management. As I said earlier, 80% of project management is communication. When you have the public speaking skills, you will be a project manager to reckon with. Your clients will begin to respect you. Your bosses will begin to respect you. What you say will begin to matter. Your project will become a big deal. Let's put it that way. Honestly, you may not be the best project manager, but when you have that public speaking skills, your project management will skyrocket. Your success will be unbelievable to you. That is how important public speaking skills is. It is a skill that you must have to succeed in project management. I cannot stress it enough. How do you go about becoming a public speaker or having that public speaking skills to make your project management a success? It is easy. The fear of public speaking that you have is the same fear that over 70% of the world population have. You are not alone. You just have to face your fear. I will share 3 things that you must do to become a public speaker, to master your project presentation, to become a great project leader. 3 things that you must practice. Number 1, you need to start connecting with your audience. As soon as you have your material ready, your project is ready, you want to start communicating, you want to start presenting, you're going to have your audience. Your audience, you need to engage them, you need to connect with them. That way, they will respect you. They will see you as authentic. Connecting and engaging with audience requires that you maintain eye contact. Have that eye contact when you begin to present. When you have that eye contact, it gives you confidence. It tells the audience that they can trust you. And part of connecting is telling a story. Every project manager has a story. Every business leader has a story that sells. Begin with a storytelling. Storytelling engages. Storytelling makes the audience focus on you. Storytelling connects you in a way that you cannot imagine. Begin to tell story. That was why I began with my story. Your story is important. It matters if you really want to connect with your audience, if you really want to engage with your audience. Part of connecting and engaging is also in asking questions. Just as I began my presentation with storytelling, you can begin with asking questions. And this is easy because you can begin to mention names of people in the audience, whether on ground or online. Online especially is easy. This is why it is important for you to connect or engage. Make sure you arrive early to present. When you arrive early, especially on ground, you begin to introduce yourself and ask people their names. You network before your presentation. And when you begin to present, you're already relaxed. And confidently, you can ask name. When you mention people's name, just say, "Oh, David, how about that? And what do you think of that statement?" Virtually, you already, even if you don't have the opportunity to connect like on ground, virtually you will see the names of each and every one in your audience in the gallery. You can mention the names you see in the audience. How about that, Isabella? Can you imagine that will happen, David? When you mention people's name, they connect with you. You engage them. And you can use that opportunity, knowing their name, to ask questions. This is something you did not plan, but you attach this to your presentation. It makes you look authentic. It makes the audience feel like they can trust you. It gives you that confidence. Connect, engage. Number 2, the second thing you must practice and try to master is your delivery. How you deliver your content matters. You can have the best material. You can have the best project. Everything is all laid down. But if your delivery sucks, you're doomed. While you're practicing speaking in front of an audience, ensure that your delivery is being practiced. Part of your delivery is how you speak your words. Avoid rushing your materials. I know when people are being nervous, when those butterflies start rising, spreading their wings, the tendency to rush through your material is there. You need to relax. Slowly pace your content. Let your delivery be that which is slowly dished out. Dish your content out in a way that is not rushed. When I say speak slowly, I am not saying speak in a way that is lackluster. Be passionate, but speak slowly. I'm not asking you to speak in a way that is slow. Do not put your audience to sleep. Speak slowly, but not in a slow manner. I hope you understand that. And you have to learn to pause. Part of your delivery is using pause wisely. Pause. Learn to use pause. Pauses help. It helps your audience to take your material in when you throw out one very important word or use a phrase, and it wows your audience. They want to be able to take it in. So when you pause, you give them that opportunity, that time to take it in. And what does pause do for you? It gives you an opportunity to relax your voice and to catch up. It is great. The ability to use pauses helps you in your delivery. It helps you to navigate. It helps your transition. Now, part of your delivery is to learn how to avoid filler words. Filler words will kill your materials if you're not careful. Filler words are those words that are unnecessary, that you hang on to because maybe you forget what you're about to say, or it's just a habit, such as and so, those are the most irritating things, and they can mess up your presentation. Stay away from filler words. Filler words will steal your credibility. Replace filler words with pauses. If you feel like something is going wrong, just pause. Don't pause for too long though. Pause will help you catch up. Pause will help you avoid those filler words. Avoid filler words, replace them with pauses. Number 3, the last of the ideas that I'm selling to you, that I'm giving to you today, is body language. Very, very important. As important as connecting, engaging, and your delivery, your body language sells it. Part of your delivery is the body language, honestly. As you're delivering your material, your content, your body language is important. If you want to stand up, because standing when you're on ground, most of the time you probably stand up. Online, most people sit down. If you want to stand, standing gives you confidence. It relaxes your feet. It makes you stand confidently. If you love to stand, that is fine. But if you like to sit down, sit in such a way that you're not slouching, you're not relaxed. It doesn't look like you're relaxing. It doesn't look like you don't care. You don't want to showcase that nonchalant attitude. Make sure you're seated professionally or standing professionally. Standing, sitting, make sure you're doing both right. Either way, sit up straight and make that facial connection. Let your facial expression be such that speaks volume. If you're saying something that is sad, let it show on your face. Let people see that was a sad moment. If it's a pleasant statement you're making, let it set a smile on your face. And part of your body language is hand gesture. Use hand gesture generously. That is, you can see I use a lot of hand gestures. Hand gestures speaks of confidence. It is also engaging. You're pulling your audience in when you use those hand gestures. But be careful if you're using a virtual background online. Hand gestures that goes up and down, you can lose your audience. But be careful how you use it as well. Everything you're doing, make sure you're doing it in such a way that is not overdone. Body language, delivery, connecting, engaging. These are 3 important things that you must practice to become effective speaker, to become that project manager that gives effective presentation, or that business leader that gives effective presentation. Public speaking, it is not a one-day solution to your fear of public speaking. That's all the things I said today. These are just the basics. This is the beginning of you learning how to speak in public, engaging your audience, connecting with them, delivering your materials, and using your body language. It has to be a continuous thing that you do, because practice makes perfect. In all of this, I repeat, it is about practice. Practice in front of a mirror, practice with your smartphone on video or audio. I'll tell you something that helped me greatly is mentoring. I had a mentor, I had more than one mentors. I still have them till today. Mentoring will help you. A mentor is like your accountability partner. You need a mentor to perfect your public speaking skills. I am here for you as a mentor, as a coach. My contact is in my profile. You can reach me anytime. We can have a one-on-one. I will be the mentor you need, the coach you need to skyrocket your project management career or your career as a business leader with the most effective presentation yet.